I'm April and this is Thrifted Transformation, where I take something old I find at the thrift store and transform it into something new. Let's get started. My last visit to the thrift store, I thought it would be fun to look for an old prom dress to recycle. I'm not sure if this was someone's prom dress or not, but I chose it because of the cute bow on top, the color of the dress, and the petticoat underneath. I want this dress to have a high waistline, so the first thing I'm doing is marking my waist. Before I do any cutting, I'm going to remove the petticoat and take out the zipper with a seam ripper. After taking out the zipper, I continue seam ripping down the back of the dress. Taking my tape measure, I evenly mark around the waist, using the bottom of the skirt as my straight edge. After marking around my waist, I separate the top of the dress from the skirt. Now taking the skirt, I basically repeat the same thing. I hold the skirt at my high waist and decide how short I want it to be. Then I mark my waist and use my tape measure to evenly mark the top of the skirt. After trimming the skirt, decide whether you want a gathered skirt or a pleated skirt. I decided to pleat my skirt. To evenly pleat the skirt, I first make my pleat in the middle of the skirt and then at the ends of the skirt. Then I fold the center pleat and the last pleat together to find the middle of the two pleats. And there you have it, a simple way to evenly pleat a skirt. The skirt doesn't fit perfectly around my waist, but that's okay because I'm going to sew a basting stitch along the top and gather it. I gather the skirt until it fits around my waist and also make sure it has enough room at the end for seam allowance. Moving on to the petticoat, I repeat the same measuring and trimming process. First decide how short you want it, then mark the waist and evenly trim. To gather the petticoat, I'm going to first cut down one side and then sew a basting stitch along the top. After the two skirts are gathered to fit my waist, I then lay them on top of each other and sew them together along the top. Now I can work on the top of the dress. The first thing I'm doing is cutting down the side of the sleeve and then trimming away all the extra material I won't need. After trimming away the sleeves, it's easier for me to see what I want to do for the top of the dress. First, I'm going to fold the raw edges back and pin it down, shaping it to my desire. Then I mark along the back, giving myself a 1/2 inch seam allowance. Now I can trim the rest off. After trimming, I'm going to serge the edges first and then hem the top. Next, I need the bodice to fit me, so I'm going to pinch the back so it's nice and fitted, and then have someone help me mark. I want to make sure the dress is at my high waist, so I'm marking again and trimming the bottom a little more. Then I face the bodice right sides together with the skirt and sew them together. Now I take the zipper from earlier and line it up with the back of the dress and mark the zipper stop. Then I face the skirt right sides together and sew up from the bottom to that marking. Now I fold the open seam back a 1/2 inch and sew in the zipper. Since I already hemmed the top, I need to undo the hem at least a 1/2 inch on each end so I can sew in the zipper. Now I can fold the hem back again and re-hem it. Since the dress has no boning to hold up the bodice, I'll need to add straps to it. Using the leftover piece from the skirt, I tear 2 long strips that are about 2 inches wide. Then I fold the 2 sides to the middle and then fold it in half. Now all I have to do is sew down the open side to create my straps. Have someone help pin the straps to fit you and then sew them down. At the last minute, I decided I wanted to fold the top of the bow down to create a more sweetheart shape. So all I'm doing is folding it over and top stitching it down. Since this dress is kind of plain, I thought it would be fun to add some colorful belts and bright red shoes. To complete the colorful look, I am carrying my DIY tape measure bag. If you haven't seen my tutorial for this bag, it's up on my channel, so check it out. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoy this episode, and if you want to see more of these videos, hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for new videos every week. You can also follow me on my social networks to see what I'm working on next.